Hey everyone, welcome back to the Sibling Dynamic podcast. I'm Ekta.
This is Nisha.
I'm Aryan.
So, the World Cup just ended. How long did that go on? Was it a month? Was it longer? Because I feel like I've heard people say it was just a month, but it felt like longer.
It felt kind of short to me. I don't know, less than 2 months, I think.
Definitely less than 2
Maybe
months.
I think max a month. I don't know.
2 months. Yeah. I mean, they did the group stage at the beginning, and then every round after that is like you just lose one game and then you're out, right? So
Right, yeah.
it's kind of fast.
So, yeah, so that's over, and I feel like that's been all the talk for the last month, and we've been waiting for it to end before we gave our thoughts on the craziness of this
But
World Cup.
craziness. That's interesting. Be honest. Like, how many of you guys were actually following along? Because I wasn't. I feel like this is the first time in my life where a World Cup I just wasn't that excited about, which is so weird.
That is
because
crazy.
it was in the U.S. It's weird.
Maybe we're just older and busier, because I do remember, like, the last World Cups, or the previous World Cups, I would be, like, so into watching literally every single game, every single team.
Yeah.
And now, like, it's not that I didn't want to watch, but it's that I was busy. Like, maybe I couldn't watch. So, what about you,
Yeah.
Arian? Did you follow along all of it?
I was like surrounded by people that were very into it.
Yeah, and, like,
my
talking
friends
about
at,
it.
My friends at work were really into it. When I went to New York, like my friends were like very tuned into what was happening. Like me personally, I wasn't like super into it, to be honest. Like I would go watch if like my friends wanted to watch,
Yeah.
but like if I'm by myself, unless like the US was playing, and even like I didn't really watch any of the US games in the group stage, like
Yeah.
so yeah. But there were interesting stuff that happened. It wasn't a boring World Cup for people to actually watch.
No, it wasn't.
There's a lot of different things happening.
I'll say I watched a lot of the games. I think I watched a lot of the important games. But, okay, let's just start.
And it sounds like, honestly, Argentina was like the most hated one. And I didn't watch it, and I hate Argentina too. Because
that is the main
okay,
storyline.
so one of the main reasons for me, like why I wasn't watching the game, was because I think the US lost, and it was pretty trash the way we lost. And then I think it was just like, I don't know, like I also kind of felt like
Didi, this is dude, and she's biting me.
she's not
Didi.
biting you.
Dude, Arian,
here,
Didi's
Maggie.
making everything so
Guys,
hard
oh my
for
God.
no reason.
Like, just
we have
complaining.
a podcast to do.
Starting off, the team we're rooting for is obviously the United States, right?
Yeah.
Arian's just like dead, silent, dead.
What?
So the US, I feel like at the beginning of the tournament was doing so well, and everybody was so excited. And then obviously the red card reversal happened, and I think that was the turning point for the United States. Right? Like, we had so much support, so much love, and, like, I feel like kind of respect. Like, all I heard was, oh, the US is doing so well right now. They're playing so well. They haven't lost a single game. And then that happened, and it made us, like, the enemy. What do you think? What do you think about that red card reversal?
We should talk about what happened first, right? So it was in the game against Bosnia, I think.
Was it
I'm pretty
Bosnia?
sure. Yeah,
I don't
we
know.
won against Bosnia.
Okay.
Let me look it up to be sure. I don't know. USA versus Bosnia. I'm pretty sure that was the first round of the knockout stage. Yeah.
Okay.
And we won this game 2-0. And one of our best players, so his name is Folarin Balogun.
Balogun.
Balogun. Yeah. So he scored in the 45th minute. Bless you. That put us up 1-0.
Yeah.
And we kind of dominated this whole game, to be honest.
Yeah.
But later on, in the 64th minute, when it was still 1-0, he got a red card. And what is really interesting in soccer is if you get a red card, like not only are you out for the rest of the game, not only does your team have to play with one less player, he's also out for the next game as well.
Oh yeah, dude.
So, dude, this is something I realized. I was like, this is so brutal. You
It's
know?
brutal.
Like you
Yeah.
have to play with one less player on the pitch, which is already like
Yeah.
like you're at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
And in a tournament where if you lose one game, you're out. Like a player has to just not play that whole game.
Dude,
like,
I
that's
didn't
insane. I was like, bro,
understand.
what the heck? Like,
I didn't know that was the case where like you also have to play with one less player. I thought it was like just you switch the player out, like this player can't play. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
and
but,
it's not like, yeah.
but I like that. That's the case because
No, I like it too. I like it. Too.
because you know it's such a physical game and people can get so seriously injured playing soccer that you should fear that red card. You know, you have
Yeah.
to like really fear it to be like I'm
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
And it's not like they just like throw out red cards whenever. And,
Yeah,
like,
I feel like it's
like
tough.
they'll do it if they think that like there was something intentional going on, you know?
Yeah.
Or like you were actually trying to hurt a player. The play itself, it was debated, I think, a lot, right?
Yeah.
And it
yeah.
was debated a lot because they kept comparing it to something similar that Messi did, where they didn't give him a red card, and they were like, "This is so obviously rigged," because Messi did like some really egregious thing.
in this World Cup.
Yeah. And people were really, really, really mad about it because they were like, "Oh, he's obviously getting special treatment," you know? Like they're obviously trying to get ticket sales, and if Messi doesn't play a game,
Yeah.
then like the money goes down or whatever, right? So this play in particular, have y'all watched the video of how he got fouled?
I did see it. Yeah.
It didn't look intentional at all. Like they were both being physical, and
Yeah.
he stepped on the other guy's ankle, right? So
Mm-hmm.
they went to VAR, which is another thing we should talk about, where you can like replay anything, but the ref gets to choose what to replay, right? There's no challenges in soccer. There's no coaches' challenges. It's all up to the ref where they want to decide whether to review a play like or not.
Yeah.
And if y'all
Check
see
the
the play,
ref's
like
bank account. I feel like refs are freaking.
yo, some crazy
they are
stuff sometimes.
so rigged.
I feel like, yeah, a side note, I feel like they be letting a lot of random things go.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I'm like, bro, like, this guy literally just got murdered and, like, no one
Yeah.
does anything. And
It
then,
should
like,
not depend on a ref. At this point,
Yeah.
let them go
So-
and use AI.
Because refs
he
can be
got-
bought out.
so he got a red card, and then we had the next game against Belgium, which is, like, we need everybody for that game, right? Because
Yeah.
we're probably going to lose that game if we don't have everyone, right? And then Donald Trump, the main man, the man himself, biggest soccer fan ever, right? Like,
Oh my
Wait, there was
God.
a speech?
Dude, when the one where he addressed to everyone that the red card got reversed, he was like,
I
what
thought-
did he say? What
Wasn't
are
it
some
like
things?
on Twitter though? I didn't know he was talking about it.
No, he like gave a speech.
So that was one other
was
thing,
part of the
okay? That
speech.
made me just feel like, honestly, like I lost respect for FIFA because of this World Cup. With the way they just like turn, like all you need is somebody to call you, the president, and you overturn it. Like politics should not be in sports. It pisses me off when I see that.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then also like Derek told me that like apparently the president of FIFA or whatever tried to give Trump a Nobel Peace Prize, and I'm like,
You're
that doesn't
lying.
even exist. He
so,
did.
like the actual Nobel Peace Prize, like they wouldn't give it to Trump, so then FIFA was like, "Oh, we'll give you a."
They
something
made
that
up
looks
their
like a
own.
Nobel Peace Prize or whatever.
It's like
Okay,
That's
I
why I was
couldn't-
absolutely disgusted.
no,
I was
it
like,
wasn't.
I'm
It wasn't
sorry.
like for this. I think this happened like in the past, like a few years ago or whatever, right? But like they had like that connection, I think, off of that. So Trump literally calls like the FIFA president, and he's like, "You know that was a red card. Like reverse that. You know, like let's have some respect or whatever. You know." And the guy's like, "Okay, it's gone." The last time a red card got reversed in the World Cup was like 1954 or something.
Disgusting.
Bro.
So like imagine Bosnia had won the game, but one of their players got a red card. That FIFA president is not picking up the phone for Bosnia, bro.
Yeah.
So it's obviously like
I just don't. I feel like something must be cooking. Like, why is the president trying so hard? No. FIFA president trying so hard to please Trump.
Because Trump has power. He's the president of the United States. He's also very wealthy. It's like power dynamics over, like, to me, I also think like that red card maybe shouldn't have been a red card. And I'm saying that as someone who knows nothing about soccer really, but like it to me didn't seem like that big of a deal to.
I don't think
and
anyone
the
is
player
like,
wasn't even that injured, right?
yeah, no, I think most people agree it shouldn't have been a red card. I don't think anyone's saying like, oh, that's obviously a red card. I think people are mad at the fact that this happens a lot, but
Yes.
the U.S.
Yeah.
is the only one that gets the exception in this case.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying, because I'm like, I think there's been so many unfair calls, right?
Yeah, it
And
happens
this
every
happens.
game.
And also, I think another thing, it's just like things that I've been hearing. News reached me before I even watched the games.
Yeah.
That I was just like, I don't want to watch this crap. And then like the other thing was, what is it? Okay, this was a little irritating to me. I don't know, but I feel like we used to do this too back in the day. But like all of a sudden, people that I've never seen in my life post about soccer and football obsessively post as if like they know what's up. Like the way they're just like, I am burning my U.S. jersey. I am going to this. I'm so pro Norway. It's like, dude, you don't know anything about these. You know, I don't know. It just kind of annoyed me.
I think okay.
I get respecting and loving a game, but then like I think a lot of people like just on social media, how I saw
I
some
think the
people
thing
just
is,
turn.
like,
They
are you talking
started
about
hating
U.S.
certain
fans
teams, no reason.
specifically, or
Okay, so no, Didi's talking about the people that are hating on the
Bandwagons.
US so hard when they have never even watched
Yes.
soccer before. So it kind of seems like maybe you're just
Listen, yes, the
jumping
U.S.
on the train.
played, but that doesn't mean like you could. I feel like being a goalie is a very like scary thing, you know, and it's a lot of pressure
oh, you're
on
talking
you.
about the people that are hating on the goalie?
Yeah, but it's just like, dude, it was like a whole team thing,
Oh,
and also
yeah.
it felt very like unpatriotic. I just felt it was very ugly. It was like, dude, like just
Bro.
listen. I'm disappointed too that
God.
U.S. lost, but I'm not gonna be like, you should never be a goalie again. Or check
Yeah,
his
that's
bank
just
account.
so
I
crazy.
think that's so messed up. And seeing like Americans do that, and all of a sudden, I say like Americans, but anyways, but like they flip sides so quickly to like, oh, now I'm all about Norway. Like I've never seen people flip jerseys every single day like I saw in this World Cup. I was just like, what is going on?
In terms of, yeah, that's weird.
just
Like just
irritating.
flipping to another random country, like just because. I mean, but like that's kind of fine too. Where it's just like, okay, now you can
That's
go to for
also
another.
buying T-shirts. I'm like, why are you wearing a Norway shirt? I just don't get it.
Yeah.
I feel like Didi kind
That's
of
a
has
little
a point.
desperate.
Didi kind of has a point there.
It was just kind of like,
Yeah, no, you're doing too
Ugh.
much if you're gonna go buy. Like it's a country, bro. It's not like a team. You know, it's like kind of weird to do that, right?
yeah.
In terms of the goalie that messed up, so like yeah, if we skip forward, like Balogun gets to play, and then we get absolutely blasted by Belgium,
Which
like,
is so
we
embarrassing.
had
after
no like we had no chance in that game whatsoever. Like we played
Yeah.
really bad.
Yeah.
Our best player was playing injured, and he got even more injured, and for some reason he decided to keep playing, and then we gave up another goal. Like there
Yeah.
were a lot of mistakes made. We weren't that aggressive. We were just not the better team at all, right? But we were still somehow managing to stay in the game for a good while. And then this goalie, he comes out of his goal like way too early, and then he just like misses the ball basically, and then we give up a goal. It was a pretty egregious mess up, right? Like if we're being honest. But I know people are hating on him. Like it in general, it's not good to do that. You know, it's like people are sending him death threats and all this stuff.
No.
I feel like that's just sports in America,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Like the NBA,
Oh.
it could be any league, any big game. Like they will tear apart any athlete who makes a mistake. You know.
Well, I don't
Oh,
like it.
really?
I'm not surprised by it. Like,
okay, wait. That's
not surprised
interesting.
by it, you know?
But like, I've never seen people turn on their own. Because here I was thinking
no, yeah,
patriotism.
easily, bro. Oh my god.
Really? That happens in other games
Dude,
too? Like,
You should look at a Laker subreddit after they lose. They're saying the most horrible, vicious things you ever see in your life, bro. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, no,
They
the
don't treat-
sports fans are so
Well, I
scary.
stare-
they don't treat athletes
That's
like real
crazy.
human people that
crazy.
have like actual like feelings, you know?
That
like,
sucks.
They will literally eviscerate you. Like you should delete all your social media. You shouldn't even look on your phone if you're an athlete
Wow,
in the
I
US.
had no idea. That's crazy.
So-
Maybe, I feel like I've always just seen the good side of sports, where like we're always like rooting for the underdogs, they win, and
think
if they
sports
don't,
is-
we're so sad. We're like heartbroken, but we're never talking so much crap, you know?
Sports is like
So
the most
maybe I'm-
toxic thing, like
Wow, I had no idea.
Sports
toxic
fans.
thing ever.
Like-
Should we do an episode, the dark side of sports?
Didi,
maybe
you don't even know anything about
Well,
it.
I'll
You
look it
just
up
admitted.
because I didn't know about it.
No,
Anyway.
there's
That
like some
maybe
crazy.
Ryan can.
That's why all these athletes have mental health problems because like one day they love you, one day they hate you. You know, it's just
Yeah,
not like
because
a
that's one place where you have to succeed to get love.
yeah.
I think it's
That's kinda
terrible
scary.
because these athletes, like, that's their entire life is doing well at the sport. They're probably harder on themselves than anyone else could be on them, and yet people are still so vicious and evil.
And people that can't even play, you know,
People that literally
That-
can't
I-
even walk
it's like
up
so
the
that's
stairs.
been my other thing. I'm like, why are you judging so hard when you would never even get there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you
So,
being
Yeah.
spreading so
Personally,
much hate?
I wasn't surprised by it. I mean,
Okay.
he messed up, and yeah, that's what happens when you mess up in U.S. sports. You get absolutely like blasted.
Okay, well, you know what? I am praying for him and his family. Like,
Because
that's
I bet
just
he
not
himself
cool.
feels horrible.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I'm sure he was kicking himself like to no end for that.
But it's not
And
only him. It's about our defense. Everybody played trash.
exactly.
It's
Regardless, we
crazy.
wouldn't have won.
Yeah.
So everyone needs to calm down. But I was also being such a hater. I was like, man, we played so badly. Like I was so like
We played
so annoyed.
embarrassingly
Well,
for
that's
a
fine saying
for a
that.
team that got like an exception. You know.
Yes.
It
After
made it
we're
worse.
already
Made
so
it worse.
hated, to lose so badly is just
It's
Made
pretty
it
bad.
worse.
Yeah.
Made
it's
it
pretty
worse.
bad.
so. Anyway,
And
so
yeah.
yeah.
all respect that anyone had for the U.S. was completely
gone
lost.
because we
Turn
could
back
have
on.
left with respect at the
Yeah,
end of the
yeah.
day because we were loved before this happened. So it was all around loss for us. But after the US left the chat, I think like people started siding with other teams, you know, people started picking other teams, like
Yeah.
our friends, you know, because they were rooting for the US obviously before. And a lot
I
of
was
people,
totally lost. I was like, I don't even know. I was going
yeah.
for Egypt. Egypt seemed really cool, but then like all of a sudden, again, that loss upset me because Egypt was ahead by like what, 4 goals, 3 goals.
It was
Last
like
10
Yeah,
minutes,
so-
wow, Argentina came back all of a sudden. I just don't believe it.
Yeah, so I have this game up, or I have like the so when the goals happen. So Egypt scored in the 15th minute, and then they scored in the 67th minute. So they were up 2-0 with like 20 minutes to go ish, and then Argentina scores in the 79th minute. So now there's like 10 minutes left, and then they score again in the 83rd minute with 7 minutes left. And then they score in like, you know, when they add like 4 or 5 minutes at the
Yeah.
end, like they score again. So 3 straight goals in the span of like 15 minutes when they were just down
Yes.
2-0.
But you forgot the goal that Egypt made that
Yeah,
they
so-
reversed.
Whoa!
let's talk about-
Whoa! Wait, I had no idea.
Wait, are you
Egypt made
talking
another
about-
goal in the last 15 minutes?
It was before, I think.
Are
But
you
that's
talking about the
insane.
one where he got fouled but they
Yes.
didn't call it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So their best player, Mo Salah,
Yeah.
he was about to like shoot, he was about to shoot, and if you're in the box and you shoot and you get fouled, or if you just get fouled in the box, it's automatic penalty, right?
Everything is offsides. Or that's different.
What are you talking about?
Offsides.
It's
I heard
automatic penalty.
offsides is
If you
bad.
get fouled very close to your own goal, it's an automatic penalty, right? So you get an automatic, like, pretty much free shot, and you get to pick who takes the penalty, and it's like pretty like much guaranteed that you're gonna score, right? So they would have been up 3-0, and Argentina would have been done, right? So this whole tournament, they've been using VAR to look at like close calls, right? And in this foul, where it was pretty obvious that he got fouled, they didn't call it. They didn't even use VAR to look at it to see if he actually got fouled. They just kept playing, right? And the thing is, you can like FIFA is so weird. Soccer is so weird, right?
So weird.
It can be 5 minutes after the foul, and they can still take a look, but they just refuse to take a look at all, like for the rest of the whole game, right?
Yeah.
People were
Wow.
really mad about this
Guys,
because
and
they were
there's
like,
another one.
See, I didn't even know about that. That's doing this. I don't want to watch this sport anymore. You know, it's so heartbreaking when it comes to until they fix these things, right? Like, it's so heartbreaking. People work so hard, and with politics and it changes. The fate of the game changes. I think that's absolutely disgusting.
I think people just were like, this is obviously rigged, right? Because the whole point of VAR is for you to be able to look at close calls, right? And especially such a crucial point in the match where it's like, if he gets this penalty, like they pretty much win kind of thing,
Yeah.
and they decide not to look at it. It's pretty sus.
So there was another one, okay, where they actually, so Egypt scores the goal, right? And after the goal is scored, they were like, hey, hold on. Literally 2 minutes ago, a foul had happened. So now your goal is not a goal. So Egypt,
Bro, Egypt fans, like, FIFA owes them an apology.
bro.
That's
so
crazy.
so it was like, so people's problem was, why did you not call that foul earlier? Why did you wait till they literally shot the goal to then say, actually, there was a foul that happened all the way on the other side of the field? Like, why did you wait so long? And people were saying if that foul wasn't called, like, that goal would have been one of the goals of the World Cup. Like, it was really amazing. And so I just feel like they were cheated so many times, like, to make Argentina win.
Everything. This was worse than
It
flipping
was
a
pretty
red
obvious.
card.
Yes.
Worse than
Because the goal
Yeah.
that you're talking about, everyone's saying that like if they hadn't scored, they would have never looked at VAR for that foul.
That's
You know,
what-
because that happens all the time. You know, they're not gonna look
Yes.
at every single thing they think might be a foul, right?
Yeah.
But the fact that they scored, they were like, "Oh, we gotta look at something. We gotta find something." You know, we gotta
Yeah.
find some
So-
way to reverse this.
Guys, like,
That
I
is-
can almost imagine, like, being the players, right? Like, you think you got the game, and then them just being so, like, confused.
I can't
Guys,
even
they
imagine,
were
bro.
devastated.
And I bet that's what, like, Argentina probably just took advantage of that, and it was like they were made to win. Argentina just got it. Like, here you
Did
I
go.
you
can't even
see-
imagine, bro.
Did you see Egypt's coach? Like, he actually, did he get like a red card? Something happened. Like, he was so upset, like crying, like so upset that this happened. It's like
'Cause his team worked
injustice,
so
and we
hard.
all saw it happen in front of our eyes.
Yeah.
After that game, I think Argentina just got, like, everyone started hating the Argentina team. Absolutely hating them. People were watching games
Good.
just so to see them lose. So what do y'all
I
think
know,
about
like,
the Argentina hate? Not hate against the refs, but hate against the players. And I'm seeing a lot of hate against Messi for the first time in my entire life.
Yeah, me too. I'm seeing it too. Well, I mean, I honestly, I think it's fine. Messi's making a lot of money. This was his last, World Cup? Whatever. I don't care.
I mean,
I
the
think,
thing is, like,
yeah.
it's kind of weird to hate on Messi because he doesn't really do a lot of talking. Like, is it really, like, what is he supposed to do, you know? He's supposed to be like, you know what, like, you know, maybe they were right on that play. Like, oh, maybe they
He would
shouldn't have
never
given
do
us
that
this
because
goal.
then his
It's
whole
like,
country will hate him.
What
His whole
athlete
team
would
will
ever
hate
do
him.
that, you know? Like, you're just supposed to play. And it's not like he gets on, like, press conferences and talks trash about other teams and stuff like that.
It wasn't
you know?
his call anyway.
He's just
I
playing.
think it's blame FIFA. Yeah.
And he's also, like, super old. I mean, people are hating on him for, like, being not that good anymore. I'm like, bro, he's, like, super old. He doesn't even play in Europe anymore. Like,
Okay. I feel like
Yeah.
Messi, the people are hating on Messi because, like, they will, like, zoom into clips where he's, like, faking or, like, kind of, like, getting upset about things or asking the refs to review something. But that's what he's supposed to do as a player, I think. So
there's
I
no
was,
player that doesn't do that, bro. It's like all of them do that.
yeah, all of them do that.
Bro, close the door, bro.
Oh.
Vivi loves not closing the door. But I heard the Argentina players on the team, like, the way the Argentina team is structured is they all play around Messi. it's not like a huge team dynamic. It's like pass the ball to Messi so that he can score, and that's what their entire team relies on.
It's the moneymaker.
When I heard that, I'm like, I can't back a team that does that. Like, that must be...
Well, no. Listen, I can back a team if it's my team and we have the star player.
No, but I
he's
don't
gonna get the job done.
I don't know. I
It's
hate
still
that with
te- it's
sports.
still- I mean,
no,
listen, no one's
everyone
forcing
is
anybody.
practicing around this one... Like, everyone is
Oh,
just
I get what you
relying on
mean.
this one guy.
Like,
I hate
it's
that.
no longer letting other people shine.
Yeah.
It's just
Whereas
letting one
Spain's
person.
team... So that was the final. Argentina versus Spain. Did
Wait,
y'all
we
watch
should talk
it?
about Argentina versus England real quick too.
I didn't
Oh,
see
yeah,
that
let's
one.
talk about it.
I didn't see that
So,
one. I didn't see
Bellingham.
any of this.
England, I think, like, I feel like usually they would be getting a lot of hate because people just don't like the country of England a lot. But like they were like actually like they had a lot of fans this tournament. I feel like because everyone's hating on other teams. You know, there's so
Yeah.
much other random stuff going on. So England is just kind of sneaking through, and they're doing like really well. You
Yes.
know,
Yeah.
like do y'all know Jude Bellingham?
Yeah.
He became super famous. He's like this super attractive player on England that they keep making like reels about or whatever.
Yeah.
He scored
I didn't know.
he scored like 8 goals this
Yeah.
tournament.
Yeah.
He was extremely good. You know, there was a whole storyline around him or whatever. Apparently he didn't start playing soccer until like super late.
What?
He just like randomly was yeah.
What, like
Kinda
3 years
insane.
old?
I love
That's
it.
super
Oh,
late?
yeah.
No, like
Probably.
I don't know how old, but he said he like hated soccer up until like he was like maybe like a teen or like maybe like 12 or something.
That is actually crazy.
Because the thing is, like, I think his dad was a soccer player, and he was like, I don't want to do that, you know. I'll
Right.
do
It's
my
too
own
much
thing.
pressure. Yeah.
But genetics, bro, genetics are different. You realize you're
Yeah.
really good at
What
something,
you're
you're
meant
like,
to
okay,
be.
it's over, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that game, they were up 1-0, and they completely left the foot off the gas, and then like Argentina scored again, like a whole bunch of goals in a row. And this one, no one was saying anything about like, oh, it's rigged or whatever. Everyone was just like, yeah, England once again chokes when it matters.
Really?
And no one is surprised by this or anything. So yeah, that was like a
They were
quick
just they
thing
were mad
before.
at England
Guys, but I
because they
watched-
couldn't beat Argentina.
On social media, I saw that there was like this video. It's like 5 minutes of England getting like, or what's the word? Like they were getting sold. I don't know what. Where basically the refs were not calling things that they should have called.
Oh no, that's
So
messed
then
up.
I was like, wait, so I'm not sure because after they had watched the game, like one of my coworkers is a England fan and wanted England to win, and she watched it and she was like, no, it wasn't that bad. But then afterwards, there were like clips of a lot of things that they didn't call on Argentina. So
Oh, I
I
bet
don't
there's
know.
plenty of those.
It's probably true, but you probably do that for any game. I think the more like the bigger storyline was that like they just parked the bus. That's what they call in soccer or whatever, right? Like they got up and then they like let their foot off the gas and they let them come back, kind of thing.
did
Yeah.
y'all see the fight afterwards? Bellingham hit one of the Argentina players.
Yeah.
But
There's so
for
much
sure,
drama in this World
For
Cup.
sure, he was provoked. That's what everyone is saying. Like that Argentina player, like as he was walking by, probably said something. Because why else would you hit someone in the back of the head?
Especially
Like, it was crazy.
if you guys just lost the World Cup, right? And then like you get like trash talked. I could see like emotions being
Yeah.
high and being like
Yeah.
what? You already won. Get out
Yeah.
of my face.
People
So
are saying the
outside-
They're very
Argentina
cocky,
players were very messy. No,
Bruh,
wow.
no pun intended.
No, but like very aggressive and like just I don't know, like poor sportsmanship.
But maybe
Like,
that's
too
and,
much.
also part of the game. Well, their strategy that could be, you know,
Well,
trash
that's stupid
talking.
as heck,
Well,
dude.
that's just how it is. Not everybody lives their life.
No, but there's no
honorably.
reason to do that after the game, after you've won. Like, there's
Okay.
no reason to rub
So
salt
there's
on
that,
wounds.
right? There's that. There's just so much crap. I just feel there's so much negativity around this World Cup. Personally,
So-
for me,
On the opposite side, though, I feel like one of the most beloved players.
Erlen?
Yeah.
Haaland,
Everyone
we gotta
loves-
talk about Haaland.
I was like,
Everyone loves
everybody was
Erling
talking about
Haaland.
him. So I watched
Because
the
this
video
guy's
of his.
what a character, bro.
What a
character.
character.
Did you guys
Like, so
see
he's
the
like
YouTube video?
This massive, like
Yeah.
6. How tall is he? Like 6.
Super
He's
tall.
huge.
Super tall.
I don't know.
6'5" Viking.
Yeah,
And
Norway.
this guy like doesn't act like he's not one of the like soccer players that
Yeah.
like you could give an Oscar to. He's just built different, bro. He just built
Yeah.
different.
Did you guys
Everyone
see the
loves
YouTube
him.
video? The lifestyle one?
Yes, I did.
I think so. That because I was like, everyone's talking about it. Let me just give in and like, what is this guy? You know?
Yeah.
And I thought it was really cool. Like, someone was like, he honestly wanted to be a content creator and had to play soccer. Born to be a content creator, but playing
Yeah.
soccer. And like, because he's had a YouTube channel for a long time. And like, I just thought it was actually like compare people, but he was so down to earth. Like
Yeah.
you wouldn't even tell like how. And I also think it's the Europeanness, like the
Culture?
Norwegian, the Vikingness in them, where they're very like he loves cooking. He was making his own food. He went and got the meat from like a local lady that he's been
Yeah.
buying from always.
Yeah.
Comes home, makes it. It's like he literally made going to play soccer as that's just my 9 to 5. But then after that, I just come back and then I
Yeah.
get into what I'm really passionate about. And it was
That
just
video
really
kind of
cute.
inspired me. And he's actually really wealthy.
Is he?
Very wealthy, but like I think he had to like move away from his family at a young age, like maybe 15, 16, and he had to start cooking for himself and taking care of himself, and so like he does that.
It's really cute.
But yeah, loved him. I loved like the rowing thing that they did after
I don't know.
they
Okay,
won.
listen, I did not understand the significance. Okay, I get that this country has their own thing, right?
Yeah.
But like, why is everybody obsessed with it? I just
It
don't
was
get it.
so
I was so
cool to
annoyed.
see.
I mean, it was cool, but then I was so annoyed that everybody was resharing. I'm like, okay.
You're lying, dude.
Let's move
after,
on. What are we
After
doing? I
Holland
thought
hit the drums and the entire crowd goes, woo, woo, I
Yeah, but then-
loved it.
Okay, listen. But again, I'm just so like I'm such a pessimist here. Let the Norwegians do that. I started seeing brown people, Americans do. I was like, stop. You are not. Stop acting like you're
Dude,
part
it's
of
like,
that.
It's
Like
any
you're
trend,
not.
bro. Like everyone's
It's
gonna
a
hop
trend.
on it.
I don't know.
That's just what's
it
gonna
pissed
happen.
me off. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
and then, like,
Holland. Yeah.
so yeah, that was one star player. And then of course, we'll leave the last 5 minutes or 4 minutes for the final one, okay? But then I will mention one other thing, which is going into the sports, like I was really mad about like just what I was hearing about the ticket prices. And I was really mad. Like I was like, but what I really respected was like Mamdani of New York City. He was putting out a lottery system for New Yorkers to get affordable tickets. It made me follow. The World Cup made me follow Mamdani. I was like, I was hoping he was my mayor. You know,
Bro.
every day I'm watching this guy, and he was like opening up soccer fields in New York City so like kids could play and be inspired. And like something that made me like realize was, look at Egypt playing so well. It's a tiny fraction of what the U.S. is. Why can't we produce amazing players? I just felt it was very inauthentic to the U.S. to host because it was just like, we don't play. And you're still making the ticket prices so expensive. I was just like so mad. And then I was also very jealous of all the people going like 10 times to a game. I'm like, how are you affording this?
How
But
were some people affording it? bro?
anyways, but maybe, listen, on the bright side, with the World Cup being here, maybe that'll inspire a lot of like Americans to play soccer, you know, and
Yeah.
take that seriously.
I don't know. Not
So-
after all the hate that the U.S.
I know. And then like literally,
I think it might have
the
done
US
the
needs
opposite.
good players desperately. Oh, and a good coach. But then like I also hated the way like Iran was treated. Like I just thought it was absolutely disgusting how like, because like athletes, you need to recover and all that. They had to like, after a game, they had to fly back to Mexico. And
What?
then yeah, they could not stay here.
Why?
After games they would fly back because of the war
Oh.
that Trump started. You know, it's like that America started. I just thought it was like absolutely disgusting, like how Iran was treated. I was
That
like,
is messed up. The whole
treat
point.
all the players equally, man.
Yes.
Like especially, but I mean, obviously Iran probably agreed to it because I'm sure they agreed to it because they're like, we're gonna fight for our country. You know, we're not gonna let this stop us at a chance at our World Cup. So they still did it, but I just thought it was very disgusting. You know, kudos to Mexico for hosting them. Anyways, but are you guys happy with the who won? I'm happy with who won. Shout out Spain.
So happy, bro. If Argentina won, I'm not along with like the Messi hate train necessarily because I don't know it much. But the
This humbled
Argentina team,
Argentina.
I'm sorry, the way they behaved after their loss, I was disgusted by. So
Wait, how did they behave?
bro, they started a crazy fight with the Spain players after the game. They're over there
That's-
starting fights left and
Wait,
right.
that is disgusting.
and to me,
Send them to moral school or boarding
Bro,
school
I don't
after
know.
this.
But to me, after this entire month of playing, working so hard, you win the World Cup. It should be such a happy and positive moment for them. And then these players that can't handle themselves and can't be sportsmanlike basically ruin that moment for some of these players, you know? And apparently it's super funny because
But I feel like nothing could ruin. I hope Spain can still celebrate.
Yeah.
I'd be like, nothing can ruin the freaking winning, you know?
Spain's star player, Yamal. What
Shout
was
out
it?
to that kid. He still has braces
Bro,
on.
freaking 19 years
Lamine
old.
Yamal.
Lamine,
Yeah.
And did y'all hear about that meme? Well, it's not a meme. It was a real thing. Like, apparently Yamin was like part of like a UNICEF ad where he was like, where Messi was like giving him a bath or something.
Yeah,
And it's the
I
same
saw
player.
that.
That's insane, guys, how the world works. Not the world.
Well,
God.
the World Cup works. God, what?
Well, because it's such a full moment. Isn't
Yeah.
that insane? First, I thought it was AI generated.
I mean, that to
Did
me,
y'all,
that's
did y'all
not
watch
insane.
the final? Did y'all
No.
watch the game or?
No. My friend asked me like, "Hey, are you watching?" I said, "No, it's rigged. I don't support it."
I had volleyball, or else I would have watched it. I didn't know if I should,
Alright,
but then
did
I
you
saw
watch-
the score was 0-0 up until the end. I was like, I'm good.
Dang, must have been a
Yeah,
good one.
I did
then.
watch it.
Okay, tell us, Arian.
So yeah, I mean, honestly, a pretty mid game.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think Argentina got even more hate because they played so bad, and it was kind of like they don't belong in the final. Cause like I think with like 10 minutes to go,
Yeah,
If I
because
remember
everybody,
correctly-
their path was just given to them.
Yeah.
It's
if
crazy.
I remember correctly, with like 10 minutes to go, Spain had like 20 shots on
Yes.
target, like 12 shots on goal. Argentina had 0. Like
Yeah.
they didn't even have attempts on the goal because they didn't ever get the ball.
Yeah.
And the score would have been crazy if it
Dang,
wasn't for
Spain
the
was like on them.
yeah. They completely destroyed them. And like the score would have been way crazier if like Argentina's goalkeeper wasn't like a god and he was saving everything.
he did so
Yeah, no.
well.
He was going absolutely insane. Like he was easily like the MVP
Oh,
if
the
they somehow
goalkeeper.
won.
No, Argentina's
Argentina's-
goalkeeper.
He was saving it.
He
Otherwise,
was-
it would have been. They would have
Spain
been
would have
destroyed. Worse.
annihilated.
Because they had like 12 shots on goal that like all of them he saved somehow. Like he
Only
was,
the
he was
goalkeeper
superhuman.
was holding the game down.
Yeah.
The game
Argentina
was pretty
could
close.
not.
At the end,
Keep
like they
possession.
started to turn it up a little bit at the end. Like Messi
Like
had
they
two,
always do.
really good assists where they just weren't able to convert at like the
Yeah.
last second. And like these are things that like even VAR they couldn't save him this time, you know.
Thank
That
God.
last goal, y'all should see the goal that Spain had
I saw
at
it.
the end, bro.
Was it pretty good?
Insane. I was like, yeah, like there's no chance the U.S. is ever coming close to this. Like, we have no players that can do that, bro. Like,
Yeah.
what he did at
Wait,
the
so
end, I
it
was
was
like,
the young guy that made the goal?
No,
No,
it
no,
wasn't
no, no.
him.
Oh, good, good.
But here's
It's
the
fine,
thing
it's fine,
about Spain, and I watched a 20-minute highlight video on it. But what I've heard about Spain is they are a player, or they're a team that works as a team. Every single player, they play as a unit. Okay? Every single player has their job. They're all good in their roles, and then they're able to just
Well,
convert.
that's what Aaron was saying. Like they were like just executing like crazy.
Yeah.
So I wonder if like we were all so busy during the World Cup. Like in their bracket, Spain was just like crushing.
They
it.
were
Like,
crushing it.
They didn't really get any easy way. Versus,
They were undefeated the entire thing,
oh my God.
right?
Yeah.
They didn't freaking
They
drop
also
a
won the European like World Cup before this, and they've just been dominating for a while.
Shout out to them.
And they were like the #1 ranked team coming into the World
Dude,
Cup. Like
and
they deserved
a
it.
19-year-old.
Wow.
A 19-year-old is doing this. Also, we didn't talk about it. France got knocked out, and like everyone was like, "Bro, I never thought that France wouldn't be in the final." Like that's so insane because they came in with like the most stacked team you could ever get, and I just
Mbappe.
yes,
That's the
and
only one I
shows
love
you how
Mbappe,
good-
but
Yeah, it shows you how good Spain is because
Yeah.
France was like, they have Mbappe, they have like a lot
Yeah.
of firepower, and then they just get like I don't think they even scored like one time against Spain.
Oh,
Like,
no.
And then England beat them, so they didn't even
Okay.
get third place, which
So-
is crazy.
And
That's
England beat
crazy.
them.
But you know, now that I think about it, I feel like in sports, like being unfairness, like just like life, you know, anywhere, whatever, it happens, right? Like there's so
but
many
this was
athletes.
manufactured,
Oh,
and
that's
which is
disgusting.
why it's so upsetting.
It should be mitigated. I know that's disgusting.
On a world scale, all these
No,
athletes
but even
came
then,
out,
I'm just saying, it's just like God, it's so
Life is
messed up.
unfair.
Like sometimes life will still humble you because like there's still so much that you don't have control over. You know, it's just these upsets are just insane. But
Yeah.
anyways, I'm really glad Spain won.
I'm
But yeah,
glad-
I only watched the U.S. game a little bit. After
That's
a
all
certain
you
point,
watched?
that's
Well, that
it.
was the
I
worst game
I was
ever,
over it.
so-
But guys, why didn't you spend money to go to a World Cup game? Because
okay,
I feel like we can all afford to go, right? We just chose not to. Why not?
I chose not to go because, but outside of FIFA, I'm not a huge soccer fan. And if I'm gonna go to a game and pay these outrageous prices, I wanted to watch a team that I was obsessed with.
That
I
you've
wasn't
been, like,
just gonna pay
watching for
to
a
watch
while.
any game.
Yeah.
Just to say I went to a
Like
World
for
Cup game.
example, I'm gonna say it right here. You guys would go see like a Wimbledon or a U.S. Open.
Oh,
Right?
100%.
Hey, now that Orange going to New York. Okay.
But dude, those prices are outrageous.
But see,
I
like,
would
again,
do
like
it.
I'd be open to it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? To watch a player that you guys watch. Arian, what was your reason?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't follow soccer, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I really can't sit through like a 90-minute game where, I don't know, it's just not for me, you know? I'd rather spend that money to go watch like a basketball
90
game.
minutes is nothing. Why y'all acting like? Have y'all been to a freaking baseball game?
Dude, just not
You're
enough
like
stuff. Yeah, bro. I mean, okay, you compare it to baseball, I'm not going to sit through a baseball game either. But, like, let's be honest. I mean, nothing is really happening for, like, most of the 90 minutes. Like, you just have to keep watching in case a goal happens. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then things happen like these fouls that we don't understand. We're like, sure, go, yeah, like we'll do that. And then added time happens, but then they keep playing, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
like so many things are like not set in stone to where I can
Yeah.
even follow. Okay, so I'm like, I don't know. About
Yeah. Yeah, same. Those were my reasons as well. And I think the other thing was just like, I felt like in Dallas, it just wasn't hyped enough. Like, I just felt like I needed to see the streets painted. I needed to see billboards
I didn't see
everywhere.
that.
Nothing. I was like, why am I? There's no. What? Like, I felt so alone in this celebration, you know? But obviously, I feel like a lot of Asians were going, but like, I didn't see them really.
What do you mean a lot of Asians?
Like, Nepali
Oh.
people were going.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Well, they're huge soccer fans.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense. But anyways, okay, well that wraps it up for our World Cup episode. I hope we
I hope
I
we
covered a
didn't
lot.
like
we hope
forget
you guys
something important.
enjoyed it, and who knows, maybe one day we'll go to a World Cup game, but probably not.
Next one,
Unless
no,
it's really cheap.
I would go to like, where's the next one? It's like in Morocco.
Yes. Okay, so you know what I mean. Like tickets were already very expensive here, and I was thinking
It
well,
might
you
be
know,
cheaper in Morocco, dude. The U.S. is crazy.
But then I was thinking, like, you know, like, oh, to justify, I guess, why people are going, I'm like, I guess you would pay for a flight ticket to go somewhere and then have to pay, and then so might as
Yeah.
well. But then I'm like, nah, I would rather pay the flight ticket to go to Morocco, get a vacation out of it, and go to a game that's probably kind of cheap, you know? So
it's just
one
a lot
day,
easier to
that'd
buy
be kind of
tickets
fire.
here, though.
That'd be kind of fire, but I don't watch soccer. So,
Yeah.
all right, guys, thank you. Goodbye.
Oh my God, ew, Didi.
What?
You're so annoying for that.
Well, thank you so much for listening, and we will catch you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.